Now, this next story, y'all, we seem to be stuck on housing. Because if you don't know, they plan on building a new city in California, y'all. You guys, if you guys are looking for new opportunity, affordable housing, you guys might want to look to California in a couple of years. And for those African Americans in San Francisco, the Bay Area, I think this might be a good opportunity for you guys, man, because they recently publicly announced, San Francisco that is, that they apologized to African Americans. And we're looking for some type of monetary payback. So I think if the city of San Francisco want to offer something to those who were displaced out of their community due to zoning laws and them building high-end luxury apartments on public land, they might want to offer some type of rebate or incentive for moving to this new affordable city if built. And I think this is a refreshing new start for the city because a lot of people in the Bay Area are looking for affordable housing. A lot of people in California overall are looking for affordable housing. Many across this country, even you. So what are your thoughts if we have new cities that could be able to be developed? Would you move and relocate? Because trust me, we need some affordable housing. Man, you see what's going on. Today we're just stuck on houses. So let's just jump right into this story, man, because a new city would be refreshing.
Cities worldwide are overcrowded, overpriced, and a source of global warming. The dream? Build a livable, affordable, eco-friendly community. Paul Salman went to California to see the plans for one of those big dreams. But there's still plenty of skepticism about that vision and the developers behind it.
The line will be home to 9 million residents.
Want a brand new dream city built? How about the Line in Saudi Arabia?
The line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide.
No cars, no carbon emissions, designed to host a population of 9 million. Well, maybe someday, maybe not. But a lot closer to home and perhaps to reality, there's now California Forever, a planned cutting-edge community that has gobbled up 60,000 acres of farmland in Solano County, an hour north of San Francisco.
We're building a new community in the Bay Area. We've done everything
CEO Jan Schramek.
That's going to make it possible for a new generation of Californians to realize the California dream, the way that prior generations have been able to do it.
This is the footprint that they're presenting.
Here's how the new community depicts itself in the plans it showed Ronald Cott, mayor of Rio Vista, population 10,000, which borders the 60,000 acres.
Surrounding communities, kind of come here, do all their restaurants and shopping and that kind of thing. And pedestrian, but everything is walkable.
Housing for 50,000 to start, as many as 400,000 people eventually, with condos a lot cheaper than anything you can get in and around San Francisco. 18,000 acres for the town, another 21,000 for a solar farm to power it with energy to spare.
We're in the heart of the new community. This will be medium density urban form blocks of housing, and our downtown will be just a little bit this way from where we're standing today.
Bronson Johnson of California Forever.
When you're starting from scratch and you're building new water recovery plants and new energy plants, this can be entirely renewable and sustainable model for the...
Listen, as we're taking a look, I know that we got some eco-friendly people in the community. What do you think about them just chopping up all this land, man? If they turn this into a city, this will be land that will forever gone and turned into concrete. Let me know your thoughts.
the rest of the world to follow.
In order to expand the project eventually, the group has made a series of legally binding promises to create 15,000 new jobs, spend $30 million to protect local ecosystems, and allocate $400 million for housing assistance.
homes that families can afford in safe and walkable neighborhoods.
Moreover,
It gives people a chance to build generational wealth.
a historical problem for black people, says local real estate agent Princess Palmer.
A lot of times it's the down payment and the closing costs that prevent people from being able to buy here in California. So that would be an amazing opportunity that you just don't see right now in California.
Another local, Alex Pate, likes the project for a different reason.
I have small children, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I have these concerns of where will they live and is there going to be housing for them when they are ready to buy?
So the project seems pretty unobjectionable, right? Well, of course not. There have been objections galore, like at this town hall meeting.
How do you expect anyone in this room or the county to believe what you're saying?
For years, a firm known only as Flannery Associates quietly amassed tens of thousands of acres in Solano County, and no one knew why. Only last August did the New York Times report that Flannery was backed by Silicon Valley billionaires, which CEO Schrammick now acknowledges.
Our main investors are a group of Californians who've decided to double down on the state. So they include Laureen Powell Jobs, John Doerr, Michael Moritz, Mark Andreessen, and the venture fund Andreessen Horowitz.
And Schrammick only first appeared before locals in November. Locals didn't like the secrecy, and also worried about the strains that come with development, like water depletion.
Every drop of water in this county is taken.
Catherine Moy, mayor of Fairfield, abutting the project,
They do have some water that they have from the land that they bought, okay? It's not enough for a city. It's not enough for that. So they say they're going to buy water from elsewhere. Okay, well, I bet they might. But I don't think it's going to be enough.
But, says CEO Schrammick,
we have a water guarantee. For every single building we build, whether it's an office building or a manufacturing facility or a home, we have to prove that we have enough water for many, many decades, including through drought periods.
This is my grandfather and one of his pals.
A little ways down the highway, rancher Kathleen Threlfall now tends the property purchased by her great-grandparents.
When I come down the road, it's what everybody in the world wants. It's like the whole relaxation experience. I'm home, and this is my place.
And how long are you going to stay here?
Probably until I drop off the tractor or something.
So offers to buy her 243 acres, starting at $2 million, now up to 4.5, were non-starters.
What? We got to keep it right there, people, because you know how they say generational wealth? Now that they want to build this new city, they have about 70 acres of land so far, but they're trying to buy the remaining surrounding acres. And the owners within that community who own these big old plots of land, they now hear about these plans because they were trying to keep it under hush so they could buy land for cheaper, knowing that they're going to build a city, and then that land would eventually be worth way more money in the future. So these people have sniffed that out. And they're pretty much saying, if you want to build a city on our land, you're going to have to pay a premium. Yep, you're going to have to pay up.
This is my place.
And how long are you going to stay here?
Probably until I drop off the tractor or something.
So offers to buy her 243 acres, starting at $2 million, now up to 4.5, were non-starters.
They have tried to buy my land. I have said no.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
This is my spot.
There's the phrase we all know, NIMBY, not in my backyard.
Right. God, I hate the idea of being a NIMBY. I really do.
Well, but that's what you are.
But that's what I am. That's what I am in this case.
Yeah.
In this case, I'm saying this is not a good idea in this particular place at this time.
I don't like being called a NIMBY either.
Again, Mayor Moy.
I'm just a person who grew up here, love this area, and this is upending all of that.
There's one other big issue, the lawsuit.
We have spent more on this lawsuit than what it would cost to get our kids through school.
That's a $500 million suit against landowners who refuse to sell, claiming they
What?
colluded to inflate the price.
Now that the landowners don't want to sell their property up, right? They don't want to just give this property up knowing that they're trying to build a big old city, and then that land will potentially be worth way more money in a few years as the city gets to developing. They know that, so they want them to pay a premium. Now, the developers of this potential new city is trying to sue the people, saying they have nerve for jacking up their price on what they own. God, do you feel if you own some land and you want to pay, your price is your price? Imagine being sued because your price too high. They want you to lower your price.
Ian and Margaret Anderson, and even their distant family members, have been forced to defend themselves.
They just pulled those family members in as well. I think just as a strong-arm tactic to frighten people to sell their land.
The CEO's version?
We made an offer to the Andersons. They made a counteroffer where they asked for a very high price. We said, no, thank you. We don't want to buy the property at that price. And the lawsuit alleges that after that, they organized this price-fixing conspiracy in order to force us to pay the higher price.
So have you guys been colluding with other people to jack up the price?
I've been a farmer in this area for 67 years, and I've never done any colluding in that realm in any way, shape, or form.
As to the discussion of selling, given the costs of the suit, it was and remains a painful one.
It's amazing what a person considers doing when they are being asphyxiated. And that's what we felt was happening. There were many discussions between us about what's the right thing to do. Do we do what's right for us and plant our heels? Or do we think about the possibility to provide for our son in the future?
Wow. So you see it there, man. They have plans to build out a new city over in California. California forever. Let us know your thoughts, California, Oakland, San Francisco. How do you feel? California as a whole, do you need a new city to allow for affordable housing? Without question, I don't even want to ask the community if you need affordable housing, because we know it's needed all over. So we need to restart thinking and a plan for the future, not for ourselves, but for our children. Because if we continue to have to increase the population without building more housing, man, housing is going to be one hell of a thing. I mean, it's going to be almost unaffordable to live. Let us know your thoughts, man. Tap in, tap in. This is like a housing edition. We got more. Let's look at the next story.